All right, chemistry students, I'm going to demonstrate what happens if you spray water on a grease fire. And I'm going to do this to demonstrate a couple principles of lab safety. First of all, I'm going to wear goggles, as you should always wear when you're trying to do anything in the lab. Secondly, I'm using what's called a fume hood, which vents directly to the outside air, because this is going to produce a little bit of smoke, and I don't want to set off the fire alarms on the first day of school. Okay, so here goes. I have a piece of candle that I've cut, and I'm going to drop that in my tin can, and I'm going to use my Bunsen burner to melt the candle into wax. So, here we go. Now, this will take just a minute or two while the candle melts. I've seen this experiment done multiple times, and it doesn't always work. Little disclaimer. However, there's a little trick to make sure that it works every single time. And that's when you add the water, you want to make sure that there are some flames coming out of the can. That means that the wax has melted and has actually started to ignite. And when I pour the water on the wax, water and wax do not mix. And it's just going to spread the wax throughout the fume hood. And we should see some flames. So, let's see how we're doing here. Melting away. Now, if we were in class, we would see, we'd be able to smell the burning wax, as I'm starting to smell it right now, actually. It's not a good odor, so I'm going to turn on the fume hood and start venting. You can see the smoke. That's good, but we're not there yet. Actually wait for some flames. Now that little beep that you heard is not actually anything to be alarmed. It just tells you that I have not lowered the fume hood to the proper length. But trust me, I will when we get to that point. So it's smoking, it's melting. It's extremely hot. If we look at the Bunsen burner, I'll keep it under there. You'll notice there's a blue cone, and I have situated the can where it's right where that blue cone touches it. So that is the hottest part of the flame. A lot of students make the mistake of trying to light things by putting them right on top of the Bunsen burner. That is not the hottest part. It takes forever if you do that, or it might even smother out the flame. I think I'm getting close. I'm seeing more smoke, more gas. I'm going to take just a quick loop. Notice I'm wearing goggles. I'm very close right now. I'm just going to give it just a little bit more time here. See if it can actually start on fire. Mr. Neuhaus with the camera angle right on top, trusting that his phone will not go up in flames. Wow, this thing is really starting to smoke. Very, very close. Very, very exciting. So if this would happen at home, and sometimes, I've been in this situation where you have something on the stove, and there's some wax or grease, and it starts getting all over the burners on the stove, and it starts to ignite. Okay. We have ignition, we are ready to go. So what you never want to do to put out this type of fire is the first instinct you will have, which is to douse it with water. Because if you do, this happens. Turn this off for just 1 second. Here we go. Holy cow! That's a lot of flame. It's still burning, guys. It's still going. I'm going to take all that gas and just send it right outside. I'm going to turn off my Bunsen burner. If this would happen at home, you want to douse, you want to smother the flames. Do not spray water. You don't want to kick them up anymore and ignite them any more than they already are. But practical safety here in the lab.